Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing good. Today we're gonna watch some very disturbing videos. So hold on to your hats. Let's go.
Dude, you know what Nestle's doing? Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot about it just thinking. Nestle lobbies for mothers to have unpaid leave because they own formula.
That's interesting.
That's a bomb.
Go get them, ladies.
Also, if you look into just how they create chocolate, it is horrific.
And did you hear the owner said that water is not a humanitarian right?
What?
No way.
You don't have a right to water, you have to purchase water.
I think they purchased something. It was somewhere in Asia, maybe India or something. They purchased the land and the right to this village's water, and they're using it for their Nestle water. And now the village can't get their own water. They get the runoff stuff that has a bunch of chemicals, all this bad stuff in
That's
it.
terrible.
That's they took away their water.
No, they're stinking evil.
We gotta
They
do a
also
deep
are like
dive into
killing
that.
all the orangutans in the rainforest because of palm oil.
Ooh, ah.
What's palm oil?
Specifically, men should not be doing like alternate oils. You should be doing like tallows and olive oil, like a rich, good, true oil.
You look like a doctor that like
Or one of those hip
holistic
doctors.
Yeah.
One of the cool ones.
Have you seen this video? It appears to show the Duke and Duchess of Sussex looking utterly uncanny. Proof of the paranormal? Not quite. If you notice the figures behind them are equally uncanny, that's because this was an event to promote Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. The actors are wearing realistic masks of the royal couple to promote the royal exhibit, but that hasn't stopped the video from making the rounds.
This is the most realistic mask you will ever see. This Italian company makes realistic silicone masks. They can even imitate your facial expressions. These masks come in different skin colors, in different age groups, and the details are truly amazing. The price of these masks is up to $1,000 and they are almost unrecognizable. And this is just the sample for the consumer. Imagine what the version for the secret agents will look like.
Now imagine being a reptilian, having a little problem with your projecting ability. Wouldn't that mask be a good choice? It seems like they don't even want to put these fires out. I mean, look at these next videos and tell me if that is actually helping.
Come on the brink of being expired, we are going to see those winds picking up, and you know, it won't just be for today. We are talking about winds that are expecting to continue over into portions of tomorrow. Going to see those winds picking up.
Oh shit, that's fucking crazy.
I wouldn't mind having one of those. Yeah, those are cool. I'll show you something not many have seen. So please, share this video.
I think they were trying to put space-based weapons up there, so they're not allowed back up there anymore. And that's why they keep faking these space trips. They're not actually up there anymore. Because once they were. Look at that. And I think somebody beat them to it. Those guys, maybe. And when they try to get up there, start some beef, they was told to get out of there. You're not welcome. If you're trying to build space-based weapons, you're not gonna be allowed in space. And that's why they keep doing these fake videos, using harness to make you look like a fool. I mean, look at me. This is just my phone. And I can put any background around it. Imagine what they can do with the budget that people keep giving them.
I just had to know why NASA is the home of the world's largest flame retardant green screen. Which of course I get fact checked and then they say, no, we had Big Easy Studios in our facility filming a few movies, but it's the court case mentioned at the bottom that had me really interested, which we'll get to that, and man, it's been condemning. Big Easy Studios has everything you need for your next major studio or independent project. So they're a company that helps studios get their footing.
We also have Big Easy Productions, and they do movies that I can't talk about right now, but they also do movie productions here as well. So
what? Why can't you talk about it? Taking a look inside Michu facility, you'll see the green screen and you'll see the inside of their stage studio, which just so happens to look exactly like Warner Brothers stage studio. And on the B-roll footage, when they went inside Michow, they showed a lot of the effects that Michow uses in their production, showing that they can augment reality right in front of your eyes. They show you they can make a spaceship appear out of thin air. They show you that even the rockets that you see on television could possibly be this CGI effects that they apparently use throughout this whole presentation in their B-roll footage. Faking gravity by having people hold on to their hair, faking the inside of shuttles, and the list goes on. We're talking about layered footage, green screen, CGI, the whole 9 yards that we always accuse NASA of doing. And now you see that they do it with ease. Here's some footage of them utilizing the world's largest green screen. And I want you to take note. Look at this harness. You see how it's sitting on this person and it's going up under the legs like that's actually a ZFX flying effects harness. ZFX specializes in movie harnesses. This is that harness that was being used. It's the 3-point harness. And looky there, NASA is on ZFX client list.
Like I said before, if I want to watch a movie, I'll go to the cinema. If you want to give away money like that, give it to a better cause. Those are the type of hieroglyphs they will not teach you about in school.
Scientists testing time machine technology 1988. United States top secret underground military base S4. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time machine technology test in slow motion.
Bet that technology is now perfected.
These are human body parts that may disappear in the future. First up is body hair. Originally, it protected ancient humans from harsh weather conditions. However, over time, with modern clothes and changes in environmental conditions, human body hair has significantly decreased and continues to do so. Many scientists believe it might eventually completely disappear. Next are wisdom teeth. They used to serve an evolutionary purpose for ancient humans who had much rougher diets and needed more chewing power. But our diets have softened and our jaws have become increasingly smaller. As a result, they have no space to properly grow in, and many people need to have them surgically removed. Many babies are now being born without wisdom teeth, and scientists believe this will eventually be the standard. Finally, we have male nipples. Everyone starts as female in the womb, and before the Y chromosome kicks in for males, nipples have already formed. When the baby becomes male, the prolactin levels decrease, making the male nipples non-functional. So while it's debated, some scientists think they'll disappear.
I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Finally, some good news.
Hangzhou, a mesmerizing city in China, is home to the majestic Hangzhou Arch, towering over the skyline like a sentinel of modernity. Nestled near the vibrant pulse of the Asian Games Stadium, this architectural marvel has left foreign visitors awe-inspired during the Asian Games. Serving as a key complementary project for the Games, this soaring edifice stands tall at a breathtaking height of 310 meters, a symbol of the city's ambition and grandeur. With a staggering investment of $2 billion, its structure embodies the letter H, a homage to the city it proudly represents. The Twin Towers, known as the Hangzhou Century Center, stand in perfect harmony with the resplendent Lotus Sports Center across the river and the bustling Civic Center, forming a constellation of 7 shining stars that illuminate the cityscape. Foreign spectators have hailed this visionary marvel as a gateway to Hangzhou's promising future, a glimpse into a world that feels like it belongs to tomorrow. As this awe-inspiring cityscape emerges onto the global stage, let us all share and spread the word. Click follow in applauding and cheering for this city of the future.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know it kind of looks kind of weird, but that guy is kind of weird. And he was actually holding his heart before he let it go. I mean, is this illegal or something? So whatever you want to think of Elon, he is definitely not that kind of person.
I need this to find neurologist TikTok or something, okay? Because my 9-year-old daughter started ADHD meds, and I need to show you something that has been just absolutely crazy. So her handwriting has been rough, and her teacher told us to encourage her to draw pictures and paint and stuff like that. So we've been doing that for the past 2 years. This book I got her 3 weeks ago because she goes through them like water. And this is some of her art, okay? This is before the ADHD meds. Like standard kid drawings. But this is what she would normally draw. Like a little flower, a little sky action. This is what she would draw. She's been on these meds for 4 days. As of today, 4 days. Yesterday, she She came to me with a drawing and my jaw dropped. And today she spent all day drawing and I need to show you. I have questions, okay? This is what she drew today. Like, what? Like that, her doodles to this? And this is a switch, like a switch flipped in her brain. Like, you don't just go from like that to this. Is this normal? Like, how? What happened? Like, what switch got flipped in her brain? Because now her handwriting is so neat. And that's what she's drawing. And I'm just so confused. Like, how do we get from here to here in 2 days? Like, is this normal? Does this happen to people? Like, has this happened to you? Like, should I ask her doctor about it? She's on 10 milligrams. This is not a therapeutic dose. 10 milligrams. I'm on 40 and I can't function. What happened?
It's like pearly white, like a metallic pearly white, best I could assess.
How did you know that egg-shaped object was non-human in origin?
Well, visually, it was clearly something that was ridiculously looking. It's inconsistent with anything I'd ever seen before. I can also tell you that the reaction by my team, we all knew we were dealing with something extraordinary.
And at no stage were you ever subsequently told that the craft was of non-human origin?
I will tell you that during this process, over the last couple of years, it's been confirmed to me by ranking members of the UAP task force that what we were working with that night was in fact NHI, and it was not a unique experience.
What do you think that object was?
I don't know. Again, I'm security and transportation. I moved it, loaded it on a truck, and it went to...
Where would it go? Where would it be taken?
It would be taken to a secure facility.
Recovered a UFO or just a wild tale? What do you think?
I'll go with recovered. Probably even stolen. What do you think?
The world's largest iceberg is now on a collision course with a British island. So here's what you need to know. Imagine if you put 5 New York cities together and chucked it in the ocean. That is the size of iceberg A23A. Not a very fun name, I know, but scientists. Anyway, it broke off from Antarctica decades ago, but it was always stuck on the sea floor. Until recently. At first, it started moving slowly. But once it got the currents and the winds behind it, our big boy started moving. And now scientists are anxiously checking satellite images every day because it's on course to smash into South Georgia. Georgia in the US, Georgia in Europe, you're both fine, not talking about you. South Georgia is a remote British island with no permanent residents, but is full of wildlife. So scientists are worried that birds, seals, and penguins could be in danger. I mean, look at them! Look at what's at stake here! Oh, and this also might be the final resting place for our big boy A23A. Because the further he drifts north, the more he melts away and pieces break off. R.I.P. to a big boy.
What in the devil is going on right here? I'm not talking about the viewer who says they saw an eagle. I'm talking about the warped faces all around the main dude right behind me. And I gotta show you something else in a second too. Look at this face. What is going on with this? Something is not right in this room. You can literally see it. You can even feel it. We've seen this before in likewise places. It reminds me an awful lot of what I'm about to show you in a second. And yeah, remember, he puts his glasses on, he can see him, he takes them off. He can't see them, they live. You know, they. This right here. In this, we see people completely, literally morph from what they were before. This is a real video of a real hearing. And these people come out looking like this. I don't think it's a coincidence, you guys. Right on, like straight up on the news. And something even creepier than that got brought to my attention. On Twitter, people were noticing her hand under the Bible. I do a lot with photography, with video, with editing. That is not some glitch. It's not some pixelated glitch. That is also not a shadow, because that's not how a shadow would appear. And also, yes, it's a real picture. It's the main photo. It almost looks like ink. Look at the bleed off on her finger. That's not a shadow. And the lighting they would have in there is immense. And then look at the wrist being fully bright under the Bible. I don't know. What do y'all think it is? Let me know below.
Creepy facts you didn't want to know. Today's high school students have the same anxiety levels as insane asylum patients in the 1950s. During the early 1990s, there was a serial killer named Joseph Metheny. He owned a burger stand in Baltimore, Maryland. After his arrest in 1996, he confessed to feeding customers the flesh of 3 people. The movie The Hills Have Eyes was based on a true story of the Bean Clan, a Scottish family who would secretly ambush, kill, and eat travelers during the 16th century. Anatoly Yurievich, who was arrested in 2011 after the mummified bodies of 26 girls and women between the ages of 3 and 29 were discovered in his apartment. What makes him even more sickening is that he had them on display.
You really shouldn't be eating there. You cannot take that back.
Let's talk about the black-eyed children. This is an urban legend that was really popular back in the 90s. But there were even more reports before the 90s as well. One day you might get a knock on your front door or on your car window, and when you look down, you're going to see the black-eyed children looking at you. They're going to try to make you let them in. Don't let them in. If you're one of those unlucky people that got persuaded by the black-eyed children to let them in, your death is imminent. They also appear as hitchhikers on highways. Many people report these things being demons, cryptids, some kind of human-alien hybrid. They even depict them as being ghosts too. But obviously, nobody knows for sure. The only thing that's known is once you let them in or near you, that they are dangerous. There are also sources reporting that once you let these things into your car or your house, that they shapeshift into these grotesque-looking creatures. You might be wondering what happens if you don't let them in. They get extremely angry when you don't let them in. They won't kill you if you don't let them in, but they will stalk you and harass you and try to make you go insane. If you see the black-eyed children at your door, just ignore them. Apparently, the second you start interacting with these beings, it feels like they have power over you and you're very prone to manipulation. Let me know what you guys think about the black-eyed children in the comment section below and what you want me to talk about next.
Urban Schmishmurden. Some of those stories are actually legit. I mean, you didn't believe me when I told you UFOs were real. What about now?
This is what they hide from you. Why are there underwater pyramids in Japan? And why do they look exactly like the pyramids in Egypt? This could change everything we know about ancient civilizations. But that's not even the craziest part. In ancient Japanese texts, there are cryptic references to a sunken civilization, saying the structures beneath the waves hold the secrets of the ancients. These pyramids were made thousands of years ago, so who built them? This is where things get scary. In recently analyzed ancient documents, it said that these underwater pyramids weren't natural formations, but man-made structures created by an advanced civilization known as the Anunnaki. The text specifically mentioned that the Anunnaki, who also built the Great Pyramids of Egypt, constructed these underwater pyramids as part of a vast network to harness and control energy from the ocean. However, once the Anunnaki left Earth, their advanced knowledge was hidden, and the true purpose of the underwater pyramids was concealed to keep this powerful technology from being misused.
Everything is about to change. Over the course of the next few years, there will be certain things that will occur. Ships may appear over your oceans just offshore. It will not move. They will remain there to give you time to get used to the idea that we are here, to get used to the idea that this is the beginning of a great change upon your planet, of a great change in your society. You will start to see more orbs of light, so you may see some of these orbs descend and again remain fixed in a particular position that is non-threatening, giving you time to observe them, to record them, to discuss them, to start to understand that they are there as now something that can become a relatively permanent fixture in your reality, to broaden your understanding of what reality is. Between the ships and the orbs, it may give you an opportunity to start really letting in the idea that everything is about to change.
Mimi, Mimi, Mimi.
Jackpan, Brycey, Brycey, Sianada, Sianada. Billy, Billy Pimpini.
Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to tune in next time, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.